that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's swung out to Mostert. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Now Hill to return it. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Lions will take over. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Pass incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Newton now to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big pickup of 38.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. Here's a diving catch right side. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. Second and goal from inside the 5. Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Adrian Peterson with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 3 yards the game. Now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On first down, it's Newton. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daron Payne forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Newton's throw taken in here by Chase. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Throwing is Newton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Newton. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Cam Newton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Off the play fake, Cousins. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run on first down. Peterson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together?
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown! That's caught. Jared Cook. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. To the air again, Newton. He's going to air one out.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Newton. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Being chased out left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On second down now, Swift, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in coming out to start this 3rd quarter.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Antonio Brown, 94 yards.
And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Cam's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Terry McLaurin, 35 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one...
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's got some space here.
Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Newton. And he's got his big tight end here. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
from 8 yards out. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They start the drive with Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Looking deep for Hilton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Play fake. Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A first down throw for Cousins. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Touchdown, Broncos! Raheem Mostert from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. On 1st down, Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Go. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Newton. That's caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Newton. Right back to Pitts again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing is Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Cam to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what it looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's Cousins. Here's a screen to Powell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And likely trying to send this one to overtime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And this game is tied. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goal, if a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now Peterson running right, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins now. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Peterson. 123 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action now, Cousins. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Peterson shelling through the defense. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And Gano's kick is right through. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you want the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First throw in overtime for Newton. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And going deep for Hill. It's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west. And it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.